happens. But a lot of points for the Aftershock early. I'd like to see at least 2 points when he starts roaming around trying to find this Terrorblade. Because if you let him get out of control, he is so hard to find. It's like impossible to track down the real Terrorblade as he moves around the jungle, and Miracle's a master of it. So I'm expecting a hard time here for Mineski, but one shackle as well can always spell his demise too. So.
This kind of thing. One thing I'm wondering is, with the Wraith King, that's I've kind of been trained to always have an aggressive tri lane in the back of my mind. Can I actually pull it off here? I mean, they do have the Tusk that can kind of fill that role as extra lockdown, and they do have the Ancient Apparition for some extra damage with the Chilling Touch. Is that actually viable here against Terrorblade? I mean, it doesn't have the biggest laning presence early on.
Well, it's always viable when you have Ancient Apparition, but at the same time, Dazzle's also like, this is probably... I'd say they're kind of equal. If anything, Dazzle might actually come out on top in terms of tri-lane prowess. So it's risky, but in completion, I don't know. Those are both Venge and Dazzle, of course, two great tri-lane heroes. Maybe, well, it looks like it won't be anyway because Ryer's already come down with the Sentry and Observer to try and deal with this. Oh, look at this. He's taking the new high efficiency route. Oh wait, no, he's not. He's just going the rune. I thought he was like taking this new set of stairs. He's out of here already.
Just place that boom out here, and it keeps vision of both paths into the river, at the very least. Even though it doesn't actually keep tabs on the actual offlane itself, so kind of giving his potential. Hey, he's an Earthshaker. He can just fisher up the creep wave, make sure he gets his levels that way. So it's probably a safer way to lane this. Make sure the Earthshaker gets something. Make sure that Wraith King gets the farm that he needs to get up to. Yeah, what's this world gonna be? Like the quick armor build, maybe? Blink Dagger, these kind of things.
Yeah, probably Blade Mail, Blink Dagger. Possibly, it depends. Like if you're, it's so hard in some of these games. Like, do you think you need to go a Midas? And it's such a hard time to decide. Like, if your lane just goes amazing early on, like maybe you pick off the Bat Rider twice, then like certainly, yeah, grab a Midas. But other than that, when you're up against the Terrorblade, especially one of Miracle, you're just thinking like, oh god, we do not want this to go late. Like, the game gets so much harder the longer it goes, and maybe I don't want to commit that gold into a Midas. I want to put it into some more action items, like get a faster Blade Mail, Blink Dagger, so that I can take down the other 4 heroes on the side of First Departure.
Alright guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome. My name is Dragon Job, I'm joined by Modpax, and this is game 2 of this 2-game series in Dota Pit SEA. Mineski versus First Departure. The rune spawns, no contest, just straight up 1-for-1 trade. And take a look at the lineups here. Jesse Bash already playing with fire already, almost, with Ancient Apparition. Yeah. There's gonna be Jules supporting on the 4-position Tusk, Raging Potato on the 1-position Wraith King in the middle lane. We've got Cuckoo matching up on the Windrunner, and that leaves the off lane to that solo Earthshaker played by Ryer. Guys, someone can't say his name. I'm so
you just
sorry.
gotta YOLO it. I don't know why that's Ryer. It's like a semi-demented lion or something. But we're gonna have Miracle. It'll be on his famous rat hero. It'll be the Terrorblade this time. It'll be Lubby, the Dazzle. It'll be Kai on your Vengeful Spirit. Cal holding up the mid lane here, having some trouble against Cuckoo. Gotta watch over that power shot there, but he's on the Magnus. And then in the off lane this time, it'll be Wedding Crash on the Bat Rider. So he was our Juggernaut last time. As you can see, the role swaps of the Earthshaker, or the Earth Spirit rather, have been reversed finally.
Yeah. So let's clean out some camps even. To...
Hey!
What is he doing there? Can you actually right click across the ancients from here if you clear the trees?
Oh my god, they did it again!
They blocked it. Okay,
yes. He blocked it again on accident!
Oh no! Yeah, that's his own sentry! Oh.
And he's like pinging it just like it's not spying. He's like, oh my god, I did it again.
Oh no.
Jeez. That's so bad. That's actually awful. Like, he gimped himself twice. Or it was the Tie Hunter last time, wasn't it?
Fire?
Yeah, that was actually on
Fire?
Mineski, yeah.
Bottom lane? He's taking so much damage here, they're diving for him. He's sitting in the trees here. We can't find him.
He shouldn't have came out.
Yeah. Tower not quite strong enough to actually kill anyone before they find him inside the trees. But small little play. First blood still going their way though. No, Wedding Crash up in the top lane. What? It's the February fire.
I guess they thought he was gonna die?
That was an easy kill with just Tusk going in. He had plenty of help, I believe. go in for an extra right click under the tower, but well, well, there's a non-stun. Ancient Apparition comes in from the side, so they will make sure that mistake is rectified at the very least.
I gotta say,
from the side.
it's pretty disappointing to see both teams immediately block off that camp with the sentry. Like, it's just so crucial to have this available to you. And twice now we've seen teams just kill it for themselves. Like, they need to be looking this kind of stuff up. Of course, they'll know it in a few weeks and stuff, but, you know.
Well, last time at least was the opposing team that blocked it off, and
no, it was Ryor blocked it off himself last time with like the sentry ward too, though. Like he tried to deward it, and then he got the observer, but he killed it for himself too, in like the exact same spot.
Wasn't there a sentry that they blocked off with right here?
Yeah, but then he killed the sentry, and then his own sentry was still blocking the camp.
Okay.
So it's just like both teams have now made the exact same mistake where they're just losing this for such an extended period of time. And it's so much of your net worth as an offlaner.
Yep.
Like he would be level 2 and probably a half right now if he had that camp.
Well, then there's always the matter of being able to farm, and Batrider needs a couple of loads to begin with to actually do that effectively. So it's kind of a. But yeah, your point of course holds true. But hey, yeah, it's a new patch. Schemes of learning where these new ward spots are, and there's a bunch of them, of course. So now, what's going on there? Burning Crash trying to juke it out. Jesse Bash, though he knows what's up. Trying to make his own juking spot into the trees, but
he's got
still in
TP.
trouble.
Might have to wait till the snowball goes.
These ice shots will lock Jesse Bash and Jules out for long enough that he can get out in peace. I'm really confused as to what's happening in this game so far. The sentries and with the dives and with the kills and not kills. Speaking of dives, they're zoning out the Earthshaker down here in the bottom. Putting on some early aggression to this tower.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, and there's not much you can really do as an Earthshaker against this. One of the things that people have kind of held up against Earthshaker and been like, you know, one of the issues he definitely has in the offlane still right now.
Magnus, Arcane Rune.
Is under attack.
And yeah, this mid matchup we haven't actually talked too much about it. Obviously favored to Cuckoo, just because of being ranged, but
Ryor's bottom lane, he is dead.
Hello.
Just reflection into stun.
He comes in though, Jules has a snowball, has a chance. We'll get Kai, but that doesn't have mana.
Ooh,
Echo comes
close.
out and almost got the stun off, but under the tower with the creep whip in, maybe not the best idea to go on that any further. Being said, Miracle still had his metamorphosis going.
Yeah, they want to get some damage on this tower as fast as possible. And well, for the mid matchup that you were mentioning there, it's definitely, yeah, it definitely does favor Cuckoo simply because range, it makes it a lot easier. Wow, what a stack! And you have to remember, this stack has no defensive auras, right? So you can still nuke these stacks down, and that's why I think you're seeing a lot more attention placed on it. So stacking's not totally dead, it's just the large camps that are dead, but the medium camps, stack the hell out of these things still.
Yep.
They're not going to be any slower to do, but Magnus, like, he can spam so hard in the lane, like with Bottle Crow and everything like that. You're basically guaranteed to get good farm, and
Radiant's
although he is
top
600
tower is
below
under attack.
the Wind Ranger, he'll take it, and again, Ryor goes down.
Okay, goodbye.
Not
It's
much
also the Arcane Rune. He had one before, and that
Radiant's
did
top
put his
tower
Shockwave
is
down
under
to 45 mana cost. I mean, it's not just effective for the mid lane itself, but you would imagine it also to be effective for just farming up these stacks. Or if Cuckoo had that for his power shot, it would be like 60 mana.
Yeah,
Not a
that'd
whole lot,
actually
and the
be
cooldown too.
insane. Wow, 30% less cooldown. Wow, that rune is going to change a lot. I'm expecting we'll probably see some changes to it because usually, they usually come in a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
But
There's some
Midas
that you were talking about on Rife King.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Like, the Bat Rider has nothing. He hasn't been able to slow down the farm at all. He's finally getting a little bit of space here, but he's level 6.
Hang on, bottom lane, let's fight. They will find Jules here with a stun and a lot of damage. He still has Snowball that just only falls him closer and back into his death. Not sure what he was doing there. Maybe trying to interrupt the pull? It's not easy to do up against a Vengeful Spirit like that.
No. They actually are stacking up the large cap.
Peace out.
Got the tail end of that. Teleport comes in from Miracle. Looks like he might want to get a counter kill
That's
here.
a
Slows
free
down
kill.
Bash and... Oh, look at the damage here.
Oh, it's level 2 Shackle. Oh, she's gonna TP out. She's leaving him to die. She was dead anyway with the Magnus, so.
It's a worth a trade. At the end of the day, it's only an ancient apparition. Sure, you want to get your level 6 as soon as possible. It's actually lagging behind a little bit, but considering that your Windrunner and your Wraith King are doing so well, you can sort of get away with him being a little bit behind. And now, you might actually get the Magnus. He just goes out. Okay. Follow-up lockdown, it comes in time.
Ryora is really poor.
It's kind of the same.
I mean, so is the Bat Rider, to be fair. They basically traded off like the same amount of poorness and... Oh! these new stacks, man. Gotta figure this stuff out.
Yeah. It's like flying all over the place. Just saying, alright, they changed the trees, burning them down anyway. Just get rid of the trees, I don't want change.
Yeah, that might be the best path at this point.
Yeah, if you want to compare the offlaners, Ryora, he at least got many more levels than Winning Crash has been able to do. He's still taking level 3.5, whereas Ryora, he's getting closer to level 6. So,
yeah, and they should. Wraithing actually is pretty handy as an Earthshaker. Like, if he goes down in a fight, you can kind of like suddenly run out of the fog as Earthshaker. Maybe after throwing out a couple fishers already in the fight, and with the slow placed on the enemy, if he died in the middle of them, you can get off a decent echo without having a blink dagger early on. So might be something you can look towards here. And he's done a great job. The fact that he's held this tower, pretty impressive, honestly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All right, well here comes the smoke gank. And Lubby is very dead.
Trying to dewarp this shackle, that's a fall. Can't even get the Shellgrave off. Poor guy. Miracle, well, it doesn't have the Metamorphosis. It's a fissure, but Kuko's getting close. Does not have another shackle for it, but only in a second, so it's not gonna be quite enough. They could have gotten that kill too, that would have been amazing, but the stands are gonna take what they can get. Make sure that you at least force them out of lane.
Raging Potato dove top, but didn't end up quite getting the kill. He'll just walk out. Midas is one of the creeps.
Oh hey, you finally unlocked your camp.
Yeah,
let me take some of that.
Thanks for that. Alright, well they gotta be careful of this focus fire too in the mid. Stack it up with the chilling touch. It's pretty nice. Like, it's almost immediate, the 150 damage nuke. He only has a single point in it though.
Really?
Going for the 2 points in the Ice Vortex, interesting.
That is interesting. Normally you'll see the value point into it, as well as go 3, and then just max out the extra chilling touch, but...
Radiant's
oh, blink bot.
It is.
That makes it easy.
Yeah.
Worth your life to try for my horn?
Poor Earthshaker, he's kind of punching back. He's got level 6 though, but he used his own ultimate there, so he's not gonna have that available afterwards.
Dire's bottom tower is under
After
attack.
respawns, and that should be dead tier 1 same time in the top lane though. Raging Potato also trying to trade it out, but he doesn't push quite as fast. And Mr. Nunch also in the middle lane. And catch out the bad one, we'll also see Kai. Just need some help though, and that comes in the shape of Kuko. Let's have to find an angle. Looks like FD, either they're just actually moving the way that they are.
Oh, this is such a good power shot. Oh,
value.
What a guy's just like, ah, seriously.
Radiant's top tower is
That's a
under
hard
attack.
life. Kai, careful.
Oh, there's a stun coming out, but can't actually go. Doesn't have the swap to get it back out of position.
Radiant's top
Still
tower
choose.
is
I
under
have blink
attack.
skewer, but creeps see him now.
Yeah, it's a good point. Magnus has been able to get his blink, which is really good timing considering that he was up against the Windrunner. Just strength of the shockwave in general.
Yeah, and then, well, with that kill on the Earthshaker too, it means he's even closer to Arcane, so
Radiant's
he's ready to get this all done here. And trying to force off Raging Potato, but he's having none of this. He's just gonna get himself this tower and get the hell out. And he's got blink if he wants it, or he could just buy his blade mail at the shop. This lineup,
I kind of like the blink more, especially since the Earthshaker is so far behind. You kind of want your initiation.
Yeah, I could go either way. I could see the blade mail being good simply because it adds int, and honestly, it's pretty hard on Wraith King sometimes to make sure you can get off enough stuns, and being careful and cautious toggling your int treads and everything like that. You're really gonna maximize every point. It will increase your farm speed too. Whereas the blink, like, of course, is gonna help set up shackles for your Wind Ranger, helps them initiate fights. So, yeah, either one will be fine. And ooh, actually, is he going straight Radiance?
Dire's middle tower is under
Could
attack.
be, I
He's
mean,
2,700 gold.
He's saving up money, and they do have the Shadowblade now, the Windrunner, so that can solve the initiation troubles that they had so far. Windrunner with the Shadowblade, I haven't actually seen that in a long time. Only
That's some
just a straight
FRL
up
builder
axe.
right there, man. That's that's the one person I think of every freaking game. That guy
That's the
spams
Radiant one,
Windrunner.
but won't help the lobby actually. He gets the shot grave up. And yeah, the ultimate will not land. There's actually the turnaround with the RP. Cuckoo follow-up stun with Kai. They're just trying to control him up. Stick charges will keep him alive for the time being. Swap back out. Now Raging Potato looking for a target going. That's gonna be Wedding Crash, but no, not to save Cuckoo. Jesse already used his ultimate. Nice pushback here on the Wraith King. Has another stun though. If he gets it off. Oh, Wedding Crash. He's so low. We can't see him. They can't bring him down. And meanwhile, the fight goes back. Ancient Apparition will fall. Miracle joins with the burst damage. Now Raging Potato. He's actually dead. Might be dead a second time here. That's an empowered up Terror Blade.
Is that
Metamorphosis going, but hey, there's the Raya coming in. There's the Echo Slam. They're controlling him up. But the Thunder doesn't get it off. Or can he? He does. Wraith King with his second life, giving it over to Miracle unwittingly. And Jolts in fifth one on the list. It's 5-man wipe in favor of FD. That's a lot of momentum going their way.
Is under attack.
Yeah, they didn't quite get the synergy going on that chain. So the Miracle should have been brought down there without getting off Sunder. There's like no way he should have got Sunder.
Yes.
But that whole thing just started out so awkwardly.
Oh, Shackle,
nice
the ultimate
Shackle.
on everyone. Cal will be the first one to fall. Cuckoo might actually be able to snipe out Kai with the help of Yensha Apparition coming in. Power shot. I did not see that coming there.
No,
I was
that
kind
was
of thinking that Windrunner was out of the picture, but Bond early as he was the first one going down.
Yeah, that was really well executed there. But it all started. I thought that Ice Blast hit Lubby, man, right at the start.
Yeah.
When he was TPing, it was so close, like just by the pixel.
Yeah.
So
A little bit too far north, and yeah, if that hit him, then it would have died in Fountain, no matter what happens. Unfortunate to say the best. And yeah, that was kind of what started off to be, or was supposed to be, a quick little pick-off on the back of the fresh Shadowblade pick-up, and it kind of turned into a team fight where both sides came in one by one, and FD just getting the upper hand. So
I think it's still just get that Blink Dagger for everywhere. Doesn't really have to worry about his Tranquils, Arcanes, any of that crap. Just get Blink Dagger, they really need it. The Wraith King, he's definitely must be going for the rating to this point. I can't see anything else that it would be.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Pretty
Saving
classic
up, man.
item.
Korea's on the way now to the secret shop. They'll probably be the play. He also has a smoke, so maybe Mineski wants to do something soon to try and create some more space, actually finish off the recipe in due time, but it's the Blink Dagger also, we're talking about it, but the Batrider gets it before the Earthshaker. Obviously with... he hasn't really gotten his levels up in his top lane, but he hasn't died too much either in the lane, at least not as much as Earthshaker has.
Yeah, we haven't quite seen the big plays from him yet, but of course, the Blink Dagger slightly changes things for a Bat Rider these days, and help propel him towards something like a 4-staff. And it's hard without all the stacks and everything, so it's not that surprising it's going to be around 15 minutes, but expect him to, you know, kind of come online now, and we'll see what kind of plays he's able to make. Probably the main target, I would have to say the Wind Ranger at this point. You don't really want to be pulling in that Wraith King, I don't think.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Not if he has
bottom
his
tower
ultimates
is under
at the ready, and yeah, that's as easy of setup as it gets for a good AA Ice Blast. Earthshaker does a smoke up from FD, they will find Jesse Bash here near the... as well as Raging Potato actually, near the...
Oh, they're going to come out
Ancients.
with this haste rune, and the DD still active on the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, it is. He has a skewer back of Raging Potato, they don't quite want to
Cuckoo
kill
is
him.
going to be so close!
Oh,
Oh,
the
no!
prison! They get it though. But Miracle picks it up. He picked up the Aegis, and yeah, the Roshan killed
Yeah, he stole the
Dire,
kill, too.
the Radiant after all. Oh no. It is...
So, Tusk was killed by Roshan, but he did get the kill on the Wind Ranger, the Roche, and the Aegis. So that's a pretty big win there for first Departure, I think.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah,
is
that
under
was
attack.
really odd, to say the least. They tried to commit on that Roche, as you would kind of expect. But FD's movements there as well, and they do claim the life of the ultimate from Raging Potato. There's a nice little Ice Blast hits on everyone actually now. the opening and turn around. There's the Shallow Grave. Lobby will still end up taking out after the fact.
Nice stun.
TP even gets cancelled. Rainy Potato ends up dying a second time though. And there's the follow-up stun. Oh, Lobby actually stays alive at the end of it all. There's the RP on 2. They should just be able to bring them down. There was smoke used for no reason whatsoever. That's the Ancient Apparition. Next one to fall. Cuckoo and at the same time in mid just having trouble dealing with this illusion. The reflection now, and they get the tower deny. But at what cost? Cal looking for another blink in, but might get the blink in onto Ryrie here. Has to skewer, will miss. Doesn't end up mattering. Gets him close enough to get the right click, as well as point blank shockwave in. That's his 4-staff. FD, it looks like an entirely different game here than the last one.
Yeah, they have definitely turned the tables on this one, and already have DSMY heading towards, well, probably either Scotty, unless he just wants to go to Manta. Either one, honestly, is pretty fine on Miracle here. Eventually, you most likely are going to get both, so it's kind of preference. Manta seems really good now that you have Shackle, you know, Disjointable, the stun. I'm kind of digging the Manta here.
Well, he's sitting on top of the network charts, he can buy whatever he really wants to, and Brave King doesn't have that Radiance quite yet. Of course, with him being the focus of the last couple of that last team fight, and able to farm it up in the meantime, and that's one thing that can help deal with the illusions. At the same time, there are going to be so many of them that is going to be meta that some of these illusions not actually connecting with their shots isn't going to end up mattering all that much. That's the Blink Dagger finally for the Earthshaker, and that always has the potential to turn around. There's a snowball here on the actual Miracle. He's actually dropping quite low, and that's the Aegis going. Look at this! Did you see that? Did you see that?
Sort of, like half. I caught the tail end of it.
That was the Aegis effect was kind of flipped 90 degrees in midair thanks to the punch. As Miracle died mid-punch. That looked hilarious. I've seen that before. Yeah, that's a Radiance now, so... Yeah, is that actually going to be enough to help Mineski now take these next couple team fights, the Radiance, together with the Blink on Earthshaker?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll be enough.
Dire
He comes in, looks like he wants to find out. Yeah, Raging Potato. Got on front line, does have his ultimate going, and, well, keeps himself alive. Kite, first one to fall, Mineral back. Doing a punch up on someone else. Nice little shackle though on 2. Swap bat that won't stop the power shots from connecting. 2 down now, so it's Kai and Cal. Cool. Doesn't really want to commit the Raging Potato. Where the hell is he going? He's just trying to keep them away, I guess, just to make sure that the Bat Rider can get put down in peace. But that was the second lap already. But gonna come back, and now Miracle trying to turn on the pressure. And that's not the real one, Cuckoo. That is not the real one. Realizes his mistake. There's the Fisher though, as help arrives. Miracle gets a shot of Great though, enough time to get the Thunder off
what
on
a
the Ryder.
combo.
Now the turnaround. That's the Earthshaker going down. The Shackle will connect this time. Cuckoo out of mana, out of focus fire even. And Miracle just turns it on. The damage is real, and once again they don't quite find the real one.
He can fight.
Yeah, it's not the Shell Grave, and that's a triple kill for him. Snowball comes out, one shots will be used, and Jules, well, nowhere for him to go anyway, so that'll be another kill. Going the way after the triple for Miracle alone.
And the real question is, can he hit this Ice Blast? Well, it started out, I understand what the thought process was. Like, the Bat Rider went up ahead because he was trying to stop the blinks from the Earthshaker as well as the initiation from the Tusk, because they were kind of like in the backline back there. But then the rest of your fight's occurring up here, so like missing out on this big lockdown that you need on heroes like the Wind Rage and everything like that. So you lose your team, but then Miracle cleans it up, so everything's okay. That's pretty much how it went.
All on the back of the Shell Grave though, I mean, it was nerfed a little bit, but if you have enough time to get it off, of course it's still as effective as it was. It gave him enough time to make sure that he got the Thunder off. That's what allowed him to keep fighting along with the stick charges, so... Cool. Picked himself up the Scotty now as a direct result of that, and yeah, it's getting closer to that unstoppable territory with the help that he has already.
Yeah, he's kind of terrifying. Oh, I just noticed Dazzle has an Iron Talon. Is that his?
Yeah,
it is too.
like
I thought maybe he like picked it up as the I guess it's a decent way to keep your farm speed up, honestly. Taking away the 40% of a creep's HP. Every, what is it, 12 seconds or something? Or 14 seconds?
Oh, Raging Potato. So there's weave coming out of him, as
10
well
seconds
as
until the ulti.
Kai's there as well. They're not committing quite
Oh, it's
as
gonna be
much on
close.
him as
5, 4, 3.
the Jakob's not throwing it back, hits on 3! There's the Ice Blast coming in as well, will hit on Kai as well as Miracle, but he just turns him down. There's the ultimate being used. Earthshaker also falling, and now it's Miracle in the front lines. And yeah, they will lock him down with a stun. Swap out though, keep him safe a little while longer. Jules still getting from that CIS running right into that one. Jules and Kuku both, but they just don't have the space to follow up on a Miracle. That's what trying to stay alive. And the power shot would barely miss as a result. Another shackle here on the last one remaining. Miracle not out of the woods quite yet. He's just being slowed down.
He takes the kill.
Gets the kill. That's 1,000 gold going his way. Was his Agnum Scepter most likely, and that's a turnaround that I did not quite expect. And it's just why did they not commit everything that they had on the Wraith King when they had the chance? Did they not time his ultimate correctly?
I think they were just afraid that they were so close to that tier 1 that they didn't want to like commit everything and then have the rest of the team come in. But really, actually, it was really well played by Miracle. He got a 6 under off to even stay alive after that Echo Slam and take down Ryor. But yeah, they just made a couple mistakes there. And it looks like Raging Potato though will end up paying. That's a pretty big mistake on his part too, because that's a gem.
Extra crispy.
That's huge. That's like, just slap that on your Bat Rider now, and it's like, oh man, everything's well and good. It's like they didn't even lose that fight. That's 900 net worth.
And it'll also be Bat Rider's 4-star at the same time. So
that's actually so good.
Almost everything that Mineski just gained, they kind of throw away part of that as well. I mean, if you look at the graphs though, still pretty even as a result of that these last couple of exchanges in terms of gold as well as experience. Big story is still this Terrorblade, who is at a really good net worth, still farming up for BKB now, and that's stop most of what Mineski has actually.
Yeah, one of the rare items that you do see on a Terrorblade, they generally one of the heroes that loves to avoid it, but sometimes you don't have a choice. Shackle Shot and even just all the stuns from the Earthshaker and the Wraith King are pretty important to, you gotta actually stay swinging in order to produce some damage on the hero. Kind of interesting, he hasn't opted for the Manta style to increase his number of illusions too.
I mean, went for the Sanjin Yashin instead, so I guess trying to tank himself up, just making sure that the actual hero can stay in fights a little bit longer. Instead of just going for the illusion play, so. Okay, Mineski trying to stabilize now, they're trying to get their extra items up. Tusk has his mech and arcanes, Rape King of course has the Radiance, Blade Mail, and...
Oh?
Top lane, fights, what's going
Nice
on?
Shadow
They
Amulet.
find Lobby either, yeah. No detection, there's a Shadow Blade on Kuku, big Ice Blast coming in actually. Not enough to actually bring down Lobby,
she's
but
waiting for the power shot!
That's just annoying. Guess he could have gotten a Shadow Grave off to, and he could have TP'd out though.
Yeah, he would just got shackled, so what can you do? Wow, that is a lot of farm. Wow, he annihilates those stacks. The Empower.
Yeah, that's another thing that actually is an argument for making the main Terror Blades as best as it can, instead of going for the illusion buff up primarily, because you have that Empower and you're probably not gonna have an Agnum Scepter on Cal anytime soon still. So even if it would work on illusions, which I'm not 100% sure about, but
yeah, I'm like
having a power
90%
on
sure it
Terror
would
Blade.
something that says heroes, so
Yeah.
instead of allies, but they're getting ready here. This is I wonder if they know where they are is the question.
Looks like they're
Oh, they
making
saw
beeline
the
for it. They find
courier.
the courier too. Yeah, we'll jump on who? He's got Jesse Bash on the back lines, being slowed down. Miracle pops the BKB, just annihilates the A straight off the bat. Now trying to fight it. There's a nice little shackle shot on 2. Wedding Crash gets a shell, great protection here to stay alive for a little bit longer. Miracle, they just have nothing to stop him.
Oh my god.
He just turns around, triple kill for him. That will be a 4th one once Raging Potato gets back, and it can't even.
They can probably just take mid.
Is under attack.
Yeah. Ultra kill for Miracle.
Creeps
Still
there.
has Metamorphosis for half the time remaining. Creeps is there. Yeah, that's gonna be mid tower. Possibly Rax.
I think
No
it's
buyback
Rax.
on-
There's no buyback on Wraith King. Is it ticking in? No, it's not even close.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Terrorblade is back, baby!
Has fallen.
Terrifying indeed.
All
Just
right,
look
what
at him
can you
build
do to
his
save
tower.
this game,
Dire's
Cuckoo?
middle tower has fallen.
Big shackle, but he's lacking the damage on his own. He went for the Shadow Blade, which didn't really work out too well. He's getting the real miracle, but there's the A blast coming in, but he's being helped out by the Glimmer Cape, and they will now make their way back out. Jules unable to capture someone. Maybe Kai, as he sticks around for another stun, gets hit by the fissure. And the
They have
Stonewall,
the
Shadow
Echo
Grave
Slam.
though, and the Force Tap, and yeah, there's the RP though, coming first. Jules and Cuckoo being brought out of position right into the loving arms of Miracle. It's 2 kills more. Actually, Lovey taking them with a Shadow Wave,
Oh,
it looks like,
yeah.
but there's another one. Last one to Jesse Bash, Ipu AA.
Ryor cannot get a blink off. Oh man, they've been doing such a good job. They've been throwing out the Wave of Terror on top of him. They've been sending the illusions on top of him. He can't blink Echo. Like there's just no move, and he can't get within range of the Force Staff without getting stunned or swapped. And just really good control of first departure here of the Earthshake Guardians. Just showing like some serious prowess and some game knowledge and how to deal with it.
Game is hard. As they will now claim Roshan as the next prize. Not as quick as they. What was saying? It's Miracle. He has some power. It's more quick enough, I suppose. Wave of Terror to give that extra bit of minus armor, and
Roshan
FD, they're now well ahead. That gold graph should take up to about the 10k mark after that. Experience similar kind of story, and Raging Potato, yeah, better blink out. Don't want to go into that right now. Miracle still finds him. Chases him off at the very least. Just walking. There's a stun, there's the blink, Skewer back, and Raging Potato has his ultimate. But Mineski, they will have to fight it now. Ryer has to find his Echo Slam if they want to continue. But actually, Raging Potato is still alive, there's his ultimate now. And FD dropping quite low, not low enough. There's the blink lasso onto Jules, that'll be the next target. This one will be the first casualty of this particular exchange. Buyback on him either, and maybe that's the ticket for FD to not just finish up this rain track, but also go straight to the bottom lane.
Oh, we're gonna get the vengeance illusion now.
Dire's middle
This should be
barracks
exciting.
has fallen.
Right, yeah. He was working on the backs, he has it now. Watch out for Kai dying.
Hey, he has Butterfly and Sanj. Where was your Dragon Lance, man? Come on, Miracle. Where's your efficiency, dude? Could have had Dragon Lance this whole time. So does. Oh, yes, I saw this. It was because I'm a Bat Rider player myself.
Yeah.
And the range of Lasso is so good now.
So I was wondering when he would pick that up actually, because well, lasso range was nerfed a couple patches ago. It's now being able to unnerf it in a way. But
Oh, wow,
there's a
who
fight
just
trying to go for the
force tapped him?
skew out. Actually, yeah, nice wall stop to get him back. Raging Potato goes in here. The ice blast will not have ended anything. Cal being kept alive now. Miracle. Well, he can just thunder Raging Potato now. And, oh wow. Instantly brought down after his ultimate brings him back to life. Another swap. Jules just being right clicked from the low ground. Cuckoo will make his way back out, but what can they really do? Another blink, another stun, but that's about everything Raging Potato can offer. Miracle's still going down. They're trying to kite him, it's just not possible. For long anyway.
Kai's doing his best here to make a vengeance illusion.
Yes. Please kill me, guys.
Yeah, he got it. He lost his gem though.
Oh well. Ultra kill for Miracle once again, and that's the GG well played being called Rampage to finish up the game, so at least they give us that, but yeah. FD, they show up in game number 2 after losing game 1 to Mineski. 30-minute victory here, so it's a 1-for-1 draw in this 2-game series.
Yeah, and we said it earlier, but the game really did just completely turn on taking compared to the first one. Much better played here by First Departure. They looked more serious as a team. Miracle, signature kind of style, and one of his heroes, but more combat build than just last. It's this time 821 GPM.